Welcome back to the channel. What is feared armor? Obviously the name for this channel, but what is it? Think of an individual that's trying to compel you to do something, or make you fearful, or wants to lie to you and have you believe them through their rhetoric, propaganda. Think of a world that wants to control other individuals. Feared armor is that element of an individual that can see through the lies, the deceptions, the schemes. In the Bible, the armor of God, which is found in Ephesians 6, talks about putting on the full armor of God so that we can defend against the enemy's schemes. Well, with the pandemic going on right now, this is obviously a perfect example of individuals on both sides trying to control, let's say, control the narrative or control the outcome or control what happens. We can see governors all throughout the country. Some want to open up their economies. Others want to close the economies down. We're seeing reports of governors saying that they want people to wear armbands. This is like Nazi Germany for the Jewish people to say that you're Jewish, right? This is unbelievable what's happening. And feared armor is what happens when the people don't conform. What happens when the people can see through the deception and the lies and the propaganda and all the rhetoric. That's what I feel is actually happening in the world, and we're seeing it today. There's lots of individuals that are protesting and going out in the streets and going to their local governments and saying, no, this isn't how it's supposed to be. You're taking away our rights, our liberties, our freedoms. We get that there's a medical issue that is widespread across the world. But just because of that, we're not going to conform to what it is that you're trying to impose upon us. So think of that in a, let's say, in a spiritual sense. We went through giving in the first video series, talking about gaining perspective of your existence and your purpose and of the Bible, and really gaining perspective of the truth. Start putting all of that together and start thinking of really becoming strong through this situation that's happening throughout the world right now. Really don't look at it as something that's fearful. In the Bible, it talks about 365 different times, do not fear, right? That's such an important element for us to really embrace and understand and train and become absolutely resolved in the fact that we're not going to fear. So that's what this channel is about. Feared armor is about what happens when we take the knowledge, we can see through the lies, the deception, the propaganda, the rhetoric, and we put all that away and we're not fearful. When governments all around the world, not just the United States, certain parts of our government, obviously, but other governments trying to impose their will, control the people, make them fearful, and they're not, right? That's when they are fearing us. That's when we become feared, and we're not fearful ourselves, but we're feared to them. So Feared Armor is a channel all about that. We're going to cover political issues, social issues, current events, things that are going on. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Bible. We're going to, again, use as a foundation for this channel the Deathless War, a book that I wrote back and finished in 2012. That's still very, very relevant, even more so relevant today. These are all things that I talked about years ago, and now a lot of this is actually starting to happen. So thank you for spending some time with me. I really, really appreciate it. I really want to help people that are fearful out there. I want to get you to a point where you're no longer somebody that's fearing and bowing to the will of what a lot of people trying to control you and make you fearful throughout this entire this global issue that we're all having to deal with. There'll be many more that we're going to have to become strong, understand, and be able to overcome in the future. So this is a great starting point, a great launching pad for this channel to be able to overcome a lot of the issues that we're going to have to be dealing with. So thank you again for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.